All right. All right. So, had a little bit of a change of plans here. Just basically not enough people to do the game night tonight. So, instead, just so we have something to just have something to go on, I'll getting back into Satisfactory. So it's been a little while. I think a week or two since I've streamed this, and I have made quite a bit of progress. Off off stream. I actually I uh, fully did tiers 3 and 4. Did the second phase of uh, Project Assembly and unlocked 5 and 6. Still working on those ones. I could probably I like got some the jetpack and stuff like that, so I can move around with the jetpack. But more importantly, I'm in my hub right now, but it's in a completely different location. Oh, so there's my space elevator. And this is my storage facility. And this is where my my blueprint. What is going on? Okay, that door was glitching for a second. This is my blueprint designer here. But this is, I always prefer to have kind of a centralized storage facility for anything that's worth storing. So eventually I have to go through and I'll put signs on each of these to show what they are, but have different levels for all the stuff. And behind all of this, oh sweet, that's done too. I moved all this stuff into here as well. Oh, but behind all this stuff is this mess of these are all smart splitters. And I know that there is no real gravity or whatnot in this, but I prefer having something like it's about the architecture. It's the role playing brain for me. I need to have something actually hold these things up because, of course, gravity would be a thing. But so the way I have all this stuff is the beginnings of my storage facility, and over there I'm going to be starting to build my factory. So just to simplify things, this is where all the products going to come in. This is the first layer on the left side, first layer on the right side. Four different products will come on each belt and go up into the storage facility up there and get distributed by the smart splitters. And then these ones are the overflow. So like this one is for this first set of belts here. That overflows over into this area, and on the outside I'm going to have I actually might have to move these a little bit because of where I want stuff outside. But this is going to be leading out to basically just a bunch of shredders, a bunch of awesome sinks, so that whatever's extra, if all of the containers up there are full, they'll go down to here, so that way everything is able to keep running, and they'll just go into the awesome sinks and just get shredded, because I'll rather have the points rather than the product. And I'm not getting super greedy, again, the architecture, because I'm sure there's probably some kind of structural engineer. Well, I actually kind of doubt there's going to be a structural engineer watching this. But if there was, I'm sure they would look at my situation of the columns and stuff and probably shake their head. But this is what I got. Oh, but yeah. So have my storage facility pretty much sorted out. Now I need to actually start working on the factory, actually building this product. And I'm not going to get super greedy with my stuff. Like, my goal is to be able to make one stack of whatever material it is, whatever item it is, one stack per 5 minutes. So like the stuff that stacks up to 10, or it stacks up to 50, it's just 10 per minute. So it makes the amounts much more reasonable. Oh, so I don't have to go crazy with belts and stuff like that. Okay, I don't have anything in here. I got one ticket. There was... I think that was one of the things I wanted, was the inverter. And, that was it. There was something else. That's what I wanted. It's 10 tickets? Holy crap, that's a lot. Alright, anyway. So yeah, basically, for my factory, eventually everything is going to kind of come down to this area and then gets situated over here. This area down here, like this area back here is going to be where some of the sinks are going to be. Although I might end up... might end up actually making that a floor. I'm not going to be able to do it on this side, though, because these sinks are massive. Yeah, I won't be able to do it on that side. I might end up making this area a floor and setting the sinks up higher. So that way, because I want to turn this bottom area into kind of garage and have like my kind of like my armory items, quote unquote, like the fuel, ammo for weapons, stuff like that down here, and also store. I want to make an explorer and be able to run around with that. Keep this area kind of down here, kind of a garage area. Oh, yeah, I'll probably make that floor this area up and make the floor this area up and put the sinks up there. The problem is I'm going to need a lot of sinks. Once I think, because I don't have the Mark IV belts yet. I have the Mark III, I don't have the Mark IV yet. I think once I get the Mark... I think maybe the Mark IV belts? It depends. Anyway, so I should probably actually get started on building up my factory. So the way I kind of do my factory is I build what I just refer to as modules. So I usually put them into the build them in the blueprint builder, blueprint designer, I should say, and then put them up there. Also, I like those platforms are actually a blueprint as well, so that way I can just keep on building them easier. My little zip line stand. Oh, that reminds me. And there's something that I found out about the hard drives. Obviously, I've gone out and gotten a lot of hard drives. So, a little bit of Satisfactory history. Back in the day, Satisfactory used to have it so that very early in the early access, you could save scum the hard drives, because it would determine what recipes were chosen from the hard drive when you looked at them. It was kind of like Schrodinger's hard drive. So that way, as long as you saved your game before you looked at the hard drive, you could just keep on resaving the game in order to get a different recipe, in order to get the ones that you actually want. They have changed that. They changed that quite a while ago, to the point where they actually determined the recipes, the alternate recipes you get when you put it in this, when you start the process. So right now with this recipe, I just started this recipe. It's already determined what recipes it's going to give me. But when they went to 1.0, they allowed you to do a rescan. So what I've discovered is the rescan is determined when you activate it. So you can save scum the rescans. You cannot save the save scum the original scans. Like these ones, these are determined when you put the hard drive in there, but the rescans are determined when you rescan it. So it's actually beneficial to stockpile a bunch of hard drives and stockpiling them in here, because part of that also is it will never give you an option that you already have. So like if I rescanned one of these, all of these options would not show up in the rescan. So it very much limits the it targets the options much better. Okay. Anyway, so I need to determine which recipes I need to go. I probably need. I think I need. Yeah, I need some more stuff. Okay, like what do I need for constructors? I need the iron plates, reinforced iron plates, I should say. And you might notice I have stuff that like I have aluminum stuff in my inventory. Oh, this is stuff that I can't even make yet. Like I can't make anything aluminum right now, but I have a bunch of aluminum stuff in my inventory. It's because going around, like I was actually trying to get plastic for one of the things and didn't find any, but going around getting the hard drives, the crash sites have a bunch of extra materials and stuff like that around them. I have even more over here. Like I've gone around the world and explored. You can see my map is getting pretty extensive now. Like I've gone all the way up to the farthest point, like northeast you can go, one of the like southwest parts you can get, and I've still have a couple different ones on here. That one I think I got. I think I got that one already. Anyway, but yeah, I'm just exploring, gathering up as many hard drives as I can find, and summer sloops. I have 22 of them now. So that I can start building some of the alien tech. Do I have any? There's my rainforest type plates. Okay. Yeah, like I got a bunch of stuff in here that I can't normally build. Like I think just now make computers. I have like almost 200 of them in here. I think I might actually have over 200 in here. Yeah, because I got these ones here too. So I got a bunch of stuff that I can't normally make in my inventory already, just from exploring. Okay. So, first thing I want to make is iron plates. I always start with the basics. So I have a couple alternate recipes as well. The question is like, so I do have a couple alternate recipes for iron plates. Well, specifically that one. This is one thing that kind of upsets me about when they went to 1.0. Before 1.0, you could actually completely eliminate iron from your production lines, because the only two parts that require iron directly are iron plates and iron rods. Iron rods has a steel alternative, so you could, instead of using iron, use steel. It gives you more iron rods. There used to be the same thing for iron plates, where it was just a steel option to make iron plates. They have since gotten rid of that and requires iron ingots now in that as well. So unfortunately, there's no way to eliminate iron from your production lines anymore, which kind of sucks. So no matter what, you'll always need iron. There is actually a way of eliminating steel, because I think the only two items that need steel directly are the steel beam and the steel pipe. There is a recipe to use iron to make steel pipes, iron pipes, and there is an alternate recipe to make for steel beams. But that recipe requires aluminum, which is significantly more advanced. Uh, so, yeah, just kind of sucks that there's. I almost always prefer simplicity over raw numbers. So, like, I will, like, and because I'm not trying to do a huge amount of production, I actually need to, like, for the iron plates, I'm only trying to do, that stacks up to what? Iron plates stack up to 200, so I'm only trying to do 40 per minute, which I can do just by overclocking a single constructor. So even with just the baseline recipe, I can just overclock this. So I can find my, I think they're in the, either this one or one of the boxes down below. Oh, my power crystals. I got a bunch of Mercer spheres I need to do something with. Yeah, it must be in the ones down here. Yeah, that's another thing is, obviously, I have a crap ton of these power crystals, power shards now. Oh, again, occasionally I just go out and explore the world just to find hard drives. Primarily I want to find a lot of the summer sloops. I think there's only like 100 or so, something like that, on the map. And I've found about a quarter of them. I have 22 in here that I still have, and I had to use some in the MAM for learning this stuff. Like that one required one, that required one, that required one. So yeah, I found like 25 of them already. So okay, anyway. So this is going to be iron plates. For this one specific, I only need 40. So I mean, that's the question is, do I want to... I could, in order to reduce the amount of iron needed, I could go with the alternate recipe. Alternate recipe actually requires a foundry. And strangely enough, I need rotors. There's rotors. Hard drives researching. I mean, I could go with the alternate recipe. It requires a foundry rather than a constructor. And I would actually lower the production of this. Yeah, so it would drastically reduce the amount of iron ingots and stuff that I would need. But I would also need steel as well. But even with both of those, it would still be less ultimately. For 40 parts per minute. Let's go ahead and go with that. bit awkward, but whatever. Because then it requires two... Actually, Does not want to go where I want it to go. Okay. I think normally I go 3 and 3. Oh. Does not want to go the way I want it to go. If I got rid of that. Yeah, I think normally I go three foundations. Okay. I want to do this. Nope, that's not what it's going to do. There we go. So I need conveyor wall. Okay. Seems like a convoluted way of having to do that, but whatever. And I gotta switch that one to steel. Okay, why is this not letting me? I don't remember having to do it this way before. Actually, I need a door over here. Unless I made it... Did I make it bigger before? Did I make it 4x4s? I don't remember. I thought I made it 3x3s. Yeah. I made them without floors before. Why is it making me build it outside of the designer? Yeah, I built them without floors. Okay. So I need a door here. Door there. Outlet here. Just do it that way. Somewhat convoluted, but works. I forgot about nudging them. Okay, that's So I need 2 inputs for this one. Yeah, so I think I made them 3x3 foundations and then 3 levels high, just kind of as a baseline. I really don't have steel in those ones. Oh. So in that case, let's go with roofs. So do they have flat corners? No, they don't have flat corners. Oh, it's inner corner. For the sake of architecture. Why not? See how this looks out here. Doesn't look bad. Okay, so I could actually probably just save that as a blueprint. As just kind of a baseline. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. Save this as a basic blueprint. What are those? Oh, snowballs. So yeah, I want these to be the kind of baseline. Just go with that icon. So that's the kind of baseline module for this. Okay, so for this first baseline, for this first module, is going to be iron plates, I believe. I actually have a list that I've kept for a while now that has all of the items that I want to save from Satisfactory. So actually, iron rod is first. So I'm going to need... Is it architecture? There it is. Okay, cool. So I got plenty of these crystals. These quartz crystals. Okay, so it's going to be iron rods. Some of that. Okay. So iron rods from here. What recipes do I have for iron rods? Steel rods and just base iron rods. Again, these are another that... Well, okay, we'll go with iron rods, or steel rods. Just still just one constructor. We'll reduce it down to 40 per minute. So 10 steel ingots. That works out well. I don't have to overcharge anything. There's only one input, so that simplifies it. So we need steel. Okay, so that requires 10 steel ingots per minute. The reason why I have this offset like that is because when I start putting, if I need to put belts and stuff like that in here, it makes it a little bit easier to see. Oh. Okay, so... I have plenty of steel beams right now, so I can just... I know it's drastically overkill for this recipe, but... Like, I could actually put just regular belts in here and still be fine. But just for the sake of... because I can, I'll put those ones in there. Okay, so... I can put the output of these too. So... 40 iron rod per minute. Okay. So this is going to be my iron rod module with steel ingots. Well, I can just put iron rod module. Actually, let's go. Icon is going to be that. I don't really care about the color. So that is save that blueprint, clear it out. Okay, so that's iron rods. And of course, once I actually make the factory, then I gotta do the distribution and all that jazz. That's gonna be fun. Module base form. Actually, for the base form, I could, well, I'll save that. Yes, all that effort, and I don't really care about the color. Although, funny thing, so over here, I have these like zip line stands that I actually have a blueprint for. That one I actually do care about the color, because normally these beams are the like just baseline orange painted beams, and I didn't like the fact that they were orange, so those ones I did change. But almost everything else, I don't really care about the color that much. I know it's weird, but all right. So now we're going to be doing iron plates. I'm going to be doing the alternate recipe, even though the problem with the alternate recipe is it requires 13.333333 ingots. I don't like that, but it's the difference between that and yeah. I mean, I don't mind the beam connectors because they're just like dark gray. I actually kind of prefer that. I mean, there are some architectural things that I care about. Like but I'm also very minimalistic with a lot of things, just in general. Like my this is my storage facility right here. It has no windows, like at all. It's like I don't care about windows. So, but it's very just, this is my storage. This is what it's used for. Oh, but at the same time, it's like I want my factory. This is my factory platforms I'm building over here. I want them to be connected to the ground. It's like one of the odd architectural things that I can't stand. I don't like just buildings floating in the air. Like even like this platform for my space elevator. Even though I walled it all in, there's still beams on the inside. There's still support beams on the inside of this. It's one of the weird architectural things that I can't deal with. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so right now I'm primarily get up there. I'm primarily working on what, the walls or the beams? So I explained this a little bit earlier, but I don't think you were here when to hear it. But I found out something really interesting about the hard drives. Way back in the day, you used to be able to save scum the hard drives pretty easily because it wouldn't determine what alternate recipes it would give you until you looked at it. So it was basically Schrodinger's hard drives, and so that way, as long as you saved before you looked at it, you could just very easily save scum until you got the recipe you wanted. A while back, they changed that. They made it so that it still had the 10-minute research time, but it determined the alternate recipes as soon as you started scanning them. So you could still save scum, but you would have to wait that 10 minutes every time. So it really discouraged that. But what they've done now is kind of a combination of the two. So with 1.0, they allow you to rescan the alternate recipes. So the initial recipes are determined when you start scanning it, just like it was before. The rescan, on the other hand, is determined when you rescan it. So you have fewer options. Yeah. Actually, you didn't need to save. You could just escape out and get the hard drive back to rescan. Oh, well, yeah, you could do that. I'm sure that was the case as well. But yeah, they changed it so that you wouldn't be able to do that. But yeah, now it determines these initial recipes when you start scanning them. I've tested it out. I've gone back and it done the whole process again. And it still gives you the same recipes. But yeah, the rescans are done when you rescan it. So even though you have fewer options now, if I saved, if I rescanned, didn't like it, saved beforehand and go back. Oh, don't pick and you take those recipes from the random pool. Oh, what do you mean by that? Don't pick and you take those recipes from the random pool? Because I know that if you whenever you research these, it won't give you another alternate recipe that you already have. So it'll always give you fresh options for these, including the rescans. I know that. Which is why I'm letting them stockpile like this, because what I'm planning on doing is stockpiling a bunch of them, and then yes, exactly. By not choosing, you remove those two recipes from the pool of choices. You keep narrowing them down. What it will offer, yeah. So that's what I'm doing actually right now is I'm stockpiling a bunch of these up. I'm going to save before I do any rescans, and just in case, and then just mass rescan until I get the recipes I want. Which, granted, there's not a whole lot of alternate recipes I really want. But some of them are helpful. Like one of them that I really want to get is it's actually possible through alternate recipes to completely eliminate screws from your production, because the only items that screws are used for all have alternate recipes that do not use screws. So that's one of my goals, is actually to eliminate screws from production. One thing that is kind of upsetting to me is the iron plates. Okay, that's good to know. FY, when you get enough to need a scroll bar, it has trouble scrolling and lets you click on one. Okay, that's good to know. So I'll keep it to one window then. Before I start doing that. But before 1.0, you could eliminate iron from your production lines, because the only two parts that need iron ingots directly are iron plates and iron rods. There's a steel option for iron rods still, which is what I used for the building I just made. Iron plates used to have a steel option as well. Not so much anymore. Now it still requires the iron ingots, which I'm the kind of person that I always prefer simplicity over numbers, because my goal, I know I've seen on Twitter and everything, in different communities that there are people who make factories that are just like, I'm making a factory that can make, 1,000 of these items per minute. And it's like, I'm not trying to do that. I am trying to make, like, my goal is to get one stack of whatever item I'm storing per 5 minutes. So my goal for anything that stacks up to 50, 10 per minute. 100, 20 per minute. 200, 40 per minute. And 500, 100 per minute. Those are my goals. So I can do the alternate plates here. Like for these, because they stack up to 200, I'm only trying to do 40 per minute, which comes up with, not even numbers, but I'm going to ultimately be doing a manifold system. So as long as the materials going in equal or exceed the materials needed, eventually it'll balance out. So that's all I really care about. I don't think it'd be worth it to do the summer sloops. Oh. So, yeah, I'll just do that. Oh, shoot. I just remembered why I forgot in the last one. I need to do power. I have not tamed any doggos. I actually don't know how to tame them. Even in early access, I never did it. I can offset that. I think I'll offset it instead. Okay, and okay, so that is, I need to reload that first module and put the power in there as well. Okay, so organization. I stopped because I felt it wasn't worth the effort for the few slugs they could bring. They had a limited selection of items they could find for you, but now it seems they can bring you just about any item in the game other than space elevator parts. I did not know that. I seriously thought just taming the doggos was just like kind of a purely kind of cosmetic thing. I hate that it doesn't show you like... Is that upside down? Dang it, that's upside down again. Okay. So... yeah, I didn't know that they brought you stuff. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, wow. First Doggo brought me 9 turbo motors worth 64 coupons in the shop. Holy crap. That is a lot. Yeah, I did not know that they actually brought you stuff. Okay, so this is going to be 40 iron plates. Iron plate per minute. So yeah, for these, I like building these in... even though I could do all of this over there, they have a 1-slot inventory and will bring something every 10 to 15 minutes. Wow. Yeah, I did not know any of this. Son of... why are you upside down? And now which way are you? I mean, I look at a map for all the locations of stuff, so I don't really care about trying to find stuff out on my own. So I think there's, like, don't you have to make some kind of treat for them or something? I don't remember. Are you upside down? Dang it! I really wish there was a way, like... Is there a way to figure out... Drop a berry on the ground. Okay. I really wish there was a way to, like, figure out which direction these signs are actually pointing. Okay, yeah, I knew it was something like you had to drop a treat for them or something like that, but I didn't know exactly what the specifics were. Okay, I'll have to try that. Because, yeah, getting random parts like that would be pretty amazing, actually. Okay, so I need iron ingots, and I need... Cool. Yeah, because I've encountered a couple, and it gives you the option to pet them, but they still kind of just run away. So I didn't know. I figured there was some kind of, like, you had to drop a treat or something like that for them, but I didn't know exactly what it was. Okay, we need 13.3333. Let's go that far. Oh, iron ingots per minute, per mom, apparently, per minute. On that side, and we need the same over here for steel ingots. I can type. Alright, so I'll probably try to do that off stream at some point, and see if I can get some lizard doggos, because that'd be pretty awesome. Okay, so yeah, it's just I'm weird in general, but I'm even more so for this game. Like, I've gotten to this point without, like, really building a factory. So, like, this is basically all I've made. And I have some steel production way off in the distance. So, like, I have, like, you can see a little bit of my coal generators over there. I have my steel production over there that's making steel beams and pipes. But other than that, I'm not automating anything. So everything I've gotten to this point, there's the achievement for that. I forgot about it. I'm amused by the descriptions of these creatures. The, like, what was it? The giraffe tick whale thing, I think is what they called it. But yeah. So now I'm actually trying to, like, build my actual factory. Because it's getting, like, I'm already into phase 3 and I haven't built, like, automated pretty much anything. Okay, so this space giraffe tick penguin whale thing. Yes. It's like some of them are a little on the nose, like the stingers. Makes sense. They sting you. So, and then the fluffy-tailed hogs. I guess that works. AKA a bean. That's accurate as well. That makes sense. Hey, September. Oh, yeah, just actually starting to, like, make my factory in this. Okay, this is done. I've gotten the... Okay, yeah, I've gotten the signage up so I know what that's going to do. Okay, so this should be good to go. So this is iron plate module. Input is 13.333 iron ingot. burn a minute and 13.333 steel ingot per minute. Output is 40 iron plates per minute. Okay. So we got, clear that out. Actually need to load the iron rod module back up because it needs power. I forgot to put in the power sockets. This one, I'm offsetting them this time. Okay, so now that has power. Yay! So we'll save this one. Rod module sounds like a parody secret agent. Yeah, I could see that. Rod module. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. So there's in the morning stream chat room, there's one of the people there is named Jeannie, and at some point she used the phrase minimal nick, meaning like a minimal nickname. And okay, so that's actually where I'm gonna have to stop with these ones, because otherwise I'm gonna have to get that scroll bar. But yeah, she said the phrase something about having a minimal nick, and the first thing that came to mind when she said that is like, that needs to be some kind of like stick figure comic strip. There's like, it's just like about this character named Minimal Nick. That's the first thing that I thought of when she said that. All right, so next on my list is wire. And actually, I might as well put the let's put the outlet up there, and let's save this as on the base form. Oh, actually, clear that. Do it this way. Yeah, right there. That's actually very impressive that you came up with that, like, on the fly. Minimal Nick. Looks like a stick. He doesn't have fun because his dimension is 1. That's really good. That would definitely be the tagline. That would be definitely a good tagline for this fictitious comic book that we're coming up with called Minimal Nick. All right, so now I got my new base form. I should be able to go. All right. Yeah, the fun part is once we get past actually. Oh, I didn't grab my steel beams. Once we actually make all of these modules, I've got to take all my stuff back. Once we get all these modules, I need to actually put them up there on my factory, and then I need to actually get like the distribution of materials set too, which that's gonna suck. I mean, I have access to trains now. Oh, and I have stuff I can do with that, but all right. Okay, so I got wires. Do I have any alternate recipes for wires? I have 2, in fact. So wires have to go up to 100. I need to make 100 wires per minute. Which means I'm probably going to be going with Caterium wires. So that way I can do it all with one constructor rather than multiple constructors. I think I might have access to an alternate recipe for Caterium. Well, I can probably get an alternate recipe for Caterium ingots that improves the quality of that. But so I'll probably go Caterium wire. So we need a constructor. Put smack dab in the middle. Replace this wall with a single wall. Yeah, so this one's actually going to require that that belt. So we need Caterium wire. We're going to go 100 per minute. So 12.5 Caterium ingots. Okay. Wire it up. Let's get the signage. So, parts, wire. Caps lock. Wire per minute, and we're going to need, was it 12.5 Caterium ingot per minute? Why are you randomly upside down? Okay. There we go, Caterium ingot. Need 12.5 Caterium ingot per minute. Yeah, the problem is I'll assume it's upside down, but it'll be regular, and I turn it upside down. That's the problem. Okay, so we got signage. We got belts. Turn to automatic. There we go. Okay. We got wired, so everything should be good there. So this is wire module. Input is 12.5 Caterium ingot per minute. Output is 100 wire per minute. Okay. I keep forgetting that that's an option. That is actually pretty smart. I keep on forgetting, like, I know there's a bunch of options that I just don't utilize. Like, for example, I don't use hotbars. Like, I don't use the hotbar at all. I always go to the build menu. So I'm a amazingly inefficient pioneer, which Ada has told me repeatedly on occasion. So, yeah. Internal system for tracking the mouse wheel. Oh, I mean, it's just kind of weird. Like, sometimes it's right side up, sometimes it's not. I don't know what it is about it, but we'll try that. See if it actually does what I want it to. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it keeps orientation, unfortunately. Still a little janky. Maybe. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it does. If that's the case, that's awesome. Cool. Saved me a little bit of headache there. What am I making? I'm making cable next. Oh, do I have alternate recipes for cables? I do not currently. Oh, although those are ones I might be able to get. Yeah, it might. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of weird, but right. So I need cable. These stack up to 200, I believe. Yes. No, that's not cable. That is rubber. Oh, yeah, 200. So I need 40 of those per minute. So this is going to need at least 2 constructors. Unless I don't... Time to cheat! Look up what kind of alternate recipes there are for it. I think no matter what, it's going to require... Yeah, it's going to require multiple steps. Because no matter what, they're going to require wire or quick wire. So yeah, it's going to take multiple steps anyways. So I'm going to need 2 constructors. Still closer to the wall. Alright, how many... The question is, how many do I need? Yes, I'm making 30 per minute. I want to make 40. I need 80 wire per minute. Trying to remember. Well, probably just stick with Caterium wire. And you go 80 per minute. So I only need 10 Caterium wire then. Or Caterium ingots. Let's get rid of this wall because I only need 1 input. Okay, let's make it some belts. Why? Why that way? What are you doing? I do like the fact that they have this, like, straight belt option now, but sometimes it still needs a little bit of coaxing. Because why not? Itchy nose, itchy nose. Ah, excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna wire this up. Yes, that's actually something that they said when they did their. Oh, I think they mentioned it like during their opening live stream or something like that, or one of their videos. I think when they were talking about some of the features were 1.0, they mentioned that belts now have this straight belt option. And they asked, like, well, if players really want this option for pipes and everything, it's like, of course we want that option. I love straight lines. Okay, we want that option. Just put it in there. Just assume we want it. Okay, so signage. I already have a sign over here. So this is cable. And this is 40 cable per minute. And the input was 10 caterium, I believe. Yeah, 10 caterium ingots. Where's my door? There we go. I know it's something really random, but I hate that when you make the door, the lights are red. When they're supposed to be, they're supposed to be what the butt. Why? You were doing so well, and then you just weren't. This is gonna be upside down. That's also on the wrong side. Yep. Well. It was a good thought. It was a good try. Apparently, it just hates me. Alright, we're doing caterium ingots into here. How do you spell caterium? It's literally right in front of me. So also another reason why I prefer doing this kind of like module method is because if I need to make any changes to my factory, like if I need to shift something over, instead of having to tear everything down, rebuild everything from scratch, basically I can remove these by blueprint, by module, and then just rebuild them module by module. Everything is uniform. Yeah, it's just seems kind of wonky. Which, it is what it is. I mean, it's just something nitpicky and minor, but it's just like, why? Why can we have some kind of indicator on these signs of the orientation? That would be lovely. But, whatever. Excuse me. Input. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Like they have when you build a blueprint, it has a little arrow on it. You know, I don't know, it's just like another random one. I know it's so nitpicky, but I like uniformity. Uh, when you make the like the steel beam bases, and you try to put a steel beam on it, there actually is an orientation to the base. So like if you want it to make like the little I beam to actually be a certain direction, you have to have the base oriented a certain direction, but it doesn't give you any indication. So it's I know it's like super nitpicky, but it's like it'd be nice. And the output is 40 cable per minute. All right, save that blueprint. Okay, what else? What do I have next on my list? Concrete. So that stacks up to 500, which means I need to make 100 each. Possibly. I don't know, it's just I mean, I'm sure there's ways of fixing every issue that you might run into. Like even with like the whole cheatcrete thing that they had going on, is like people being able to make like curved platforms and stuff like that. Oh, that is true. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just weird. Okay, so we're making concrete now, which is 100 per minute. All right, what recipes do I have for concrete? That would give me 100 per minute. Yeah, I probably should just have signs on this. Okay, I have fine concrete. I need silica, which means I need quartz. Yeah, I probably should just, because the back is a little bit different depending on how many inputs I have, but yeah, I should probably just, okay. Let's clear this. Let's load the base again. And I agree, let's just put a sign on here. It would at least be one less headache. We can just leave that there. I do kind of wish you could just move rather than having to dismantle and then rebuild. I do wish that was kind of an option. Keep on missing that ladder. This is concrete. Yeah, apparently that's the case. I just live in Fantasyland. I mean, again, it's like this game is fantastic. I've enjoyed this game for so long. And this is one of the few games on my Steam library that has over 100 hours in it. Usually, like, you can go through my Steam library and there's multiple games that have about 100 hours in them before I kind of fall off of it and need to kind of get into a mood before I go back to it. This is one of the few games I have that has, I think I'm up to almost 300 hours in this game because of the early access and all that. And this is one of the few games that I've bought twice. I originally bought it on Epic when it was exclusive to that, and then once the exclusivity fell off of that, I bought it again on Steam just to have it on my Steam library. So this game is fantastic. Oh, but no game is perfect. There's there's just all kinds of just like really small random nitpicks, and I think I need an assembler for this one. I think that's what I need. Because I think all I need is the assembler. Because I need silica and concrete. Or silica and... Oh... I can word. I need silica and limestone. Fine, concrete. And this is gonna need a bunch. I need 100 of these. At least for, like, again, this is one of the reasons why I like going with the modular system, because if I get an alternate recipe at some point that says, hey, you can change this part, whatever. I just need to change one module rather than changing my whole factory. So I can just load up this module and say, hey, I need to change this one aspect of it, and then reload it. I think that's it. Yeah, make 100 concrete. Although, thinking about it now, silica is not something that I would probably be doubling into these. So that's the question is, do I want to make silica at this location as well, in addition to the limestone? Or in addition to the... Because this is where things get complicated, because I'm trying to minimize the amount of materials I need to put into the distribution area. Because I want to try to minimize the ingots and ores and stuff like that. Oh. So I don't think I would be making silica out on location. I would probably be making that at the facility, so that way I'll at the node I would just be doing quartz crystals. Well, what do I need for silica? Because that's raw quartz for silica, correct? Yes. Oh, are there any other alternate recipes for it that simplify it a bit? Oh, because I need, how much do I need? Oh, so I need 30 silica. Okay, the base of this makes 37.5. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good way to go is the belt speed. Oh, I don't know. I just find it easier to go by stack size, so that way no matter what I'm making, all of my storage fills up consistently. I don't know. That's just kind of me. Oh, so I think I'm going to make the silica in this location as well. So I'm going to need the limestone, and I'm going to need raw quartz. Which means in future ones, I'm going to have to make quartz crystals in the factory as well, instead of at the node. So that way I only need to put raw quartz into the factory distribution. This is how my brain works. Okay, so we're going to be doing... the raw quartz into a constructor. So let's do that over here. Need to make silica, which is raw quartz. I need 30 per minute. Unfortunately, this means this complicates all the other recipes that require concrete, which includes the industrial beams, encased industrial beams. So that complicates that, but you know, we'll get to those. This is the thing that's like, it just goes down the line. I mean, unless I get another concrete, like what other concrete ones are there? There is wet concrete. Oh, but that requires water, which means I'm going to need an input for that, which more than likely means I would just do... Jeez. It's almost easier to just do the fine concrete. Okay. So, which means I need to make the silica, which means... Yeah, I mean, this game is just complicated in general. I agree, Jess. I mean, especially once you start, because, like, again, there's just this kind of whole progression as, like, because, like, if I choose to use the same, well, then again, I don't necessarily need to. Depends on how much concrete these other things need per minute. I can go with a different recipe. But for this one in particular, because I'm trying to get 100 concrete per minute, I need to, and this is the only, I mean, granted, all of these recipes, like this is, yeah. So this will be making silica. I need 30 silica per minute for this, which will lead to the assembler over here. I'll lead to the assembler, which is making my fine concrete, which needs to be doubled. So that means I'll need quartz crystal and limestone to go into here for my 100 concrete. Not far enough. Do that over there. Do that over there. Although that needs to be changed a little bit. That way. That doesn't like going around that way. Okay. So it's like, yeah, Jess, you were not wrong. This game is just complicated. Especially, like, and I'm trying to be not greedy with all my designs. Okay. So this results in 100 concrete, which I think I already have the sign out here say that. Yeah, 100 concrete per minute. Oh, so which is 120 limestone. So let's put that out here, which is on the left, or on the right side. Are you right side up? Yes, cool. Okay, so that's limestone, and that's, what did I just say, 120 per minute. And it's like, see, I try to, this stuff is, that just doesn't fit. Why doesn't that fit? Why? Why don't you just fit? That, why? Sure, we'll go with that. Just to make it fit. Okay. Limestones. And then we need raw quartz. Which, how much raw quartz do we need? Alright. How much raw quartz do we need for this? I think it was 18? Yeah, 18 raw quartz for the 30 silica. The silica gets put into there, and it would probably help also if I put a belt. That one. There we go. So 30 silica, or 30 raw quartz for the, or no, 18. I already forgot what the number was. Dang it. Wasn't it 18 raw quartz for the 30 silica? Yes, 18. 18 raw quartz. Okay, so 18 raw quartz per minute to make the 30 silica we need for... Yeah, this does start to hurt my brain after a while. Oh, but thanks for stopping by, Jess, and sorry I missed your stream. I know you were playing some Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines earlier, but oh, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be lasting either. So, okay. So this module is set. At least should be. So this is, what is this, concrete. So the input was 18 raw quartz per minute and 120 limestone, yes. Limestone per minute. The output is 100 concrete. Okay. So next is, after concrete, is this is where we start getting interesting. Reinforced iron plate, which might take multiple modules. We'll see. Okay, the reinforced iron plates, oh, those only stack up to... Those stack up to 100 or to 50? I do not remember. I think those stack up to 100. Yeah, stacks as 100. Oh. Which means we want 20 per minute. Yeah, they stack up to 100. Oh. Let's just do it that way. Oh. So in order to get one stack per 5 minutes, we need 20 of those per minute. Oh, what recipes do I have for this? Okay, so this is going to take quite a bit. Oh. So we need the assembler. So we need an assembler and... Jeez, and 2... So this is going to take a little bit of... I might stack these up and do a double stack module because I have the space for that. So in theory, I could have the bottom floor would be the iron plates and the wire, and then the top floor would be the assembler, and stack it that way. So I still have the same footprint instead of having 2 side by side. And I should, in theory, it would take a crap ton of power, but I do have the ability to double the output with the summer sloops. And if I do that and the if I do that and overclock it, I can get 20 out of one assembler. So yeah, that's what I'll do is I will double this up. So I don't have steel floors, do I? I don't think I ever got that. Steel foundations? No, I just have the fix-it foundations. I don't think I have enough tickets for that. Arg. Okay. Alright, so I'll have to get rid of the roof on here, and I can double stack this. But I'll have to make a foundation. I guess just go with the regular ones. And then go up the ladder, please. Thank you. And then I will build another base on top. I really don't like the look of those floors, though. Okay, so that sign will stay the same. This will get switched out into a regular wall. As will this one. Or actually, no, that one will stay. That will get switched out to a regular wall. Yeah. So, actually, do I want to do it that way? Actually, you know what? I'll keep... Not that one. I'll keep that one as the output, just so for uniformity's sake. And I can remove the input one on the top floor over here. Because nothing's going to be going in there. Okay. So we can do dual constructors over here. Oh. So what do we need? Oh, actually, let's... Okay, architecture, ladders. So we want our assembler up here. That needs to move back just a little bit. I don't think I have half foundations yet. No, I don't. Dang it. Okay. Then we'll have... actually, logistics. I might have to move that back, actually. So that's... yeah, right there. That's good. Okay, so we got that. This is going to be making stitched. Of course, it's some weird number. Dang it. Oh. Actually, how can I get it up to... I need to grab my summer sloops. Oh. I think it was in this one? Yes. Yeah, this is where things start to get really complex. And this is... honestly, I should have been doing this stuff, like, a long-ass time ago. Give me just one of those. Okay, that... so that's 1.5. So... was it 13.25? Nope. Is it just 13.5? Nope, it's some random ass number. Itchy knee. Itchy. It's probably 13.333333. How much you want to bet? Yep. Which is even weirder numbers. Dang it. Let's just go with this. It's going to take a crap ton of power, but whatever. And then set this to 10. Okay. So we'll have to deal with that. Oh, again, as long it's manifold system, as long as I have more input than output, we're good. Oh. Still have a whole nother cup of coffee over here to drink. Okay. So I need to write this down. Get my official Satisfactory notepad out. Okay, so for the 20 reinforced plates, we need 33.333 or let's say iron plates. And we need 66.6667 wire for effectively 10 iron plates, but because of the summer sloops is coming out to 20. So I have that sign out over here ready. So now we need constructors. Oh, it's because of the ladder, whatever. Okay, so we need the iron plates. We need 33. Well, how many inputs do we need? Do I need to save on iron is the thing. Because I could, instead of doing that, I could do the foundry. To get the alternate. It's so many just random numbers. I don't like how things don't come into whole numbers. Anyway. Oh, so that'd be 11 and 11, but that's an additional input, so it needs 3 instead of 2. Let's just go with that. So let's switch this wall out for the 3 conveyor wall. So this is going to be making the plates. This is going to be making the wires. And I needed 66.66667. And it only goes to 2 places. Cool. So it only goes to 2 places on here, but it goes to 3 on there. Kind of weird. Anyway. Okay, so that's going to need Caterium wire. So there's just, if I try to go 1 stack per minute, well, yeah, at least 1 stack per minute, or 1 stack per 5 minutes. Yeah, I know. That is true. It's like, I don't know, it's just my brain. I could do at least. Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there, maybe. Maybe. All right, so 8.333 Caterium. I do find it kind of interesting the fact that in order to make this alternate recipe for the plates, some fraction of 45 or 60, so 22.5, 11.25, 5.675. Yeah. I mean, I could have the output up there just be... So that would be 22 point... If I just had this at 200%... Which, why do I have a third one there? Oh, yeah, 22.5. Actually, I wonder if 14.06. And if I did just one of these, 21.094. I mean, I could just have... I could have it like this, be 22.5. And it would get me at least one stack per minute. I'm trying to remember what other alternate recipes there are. I don't want to do the bolted iron plates. I mean, that's the thing, is there's certain ones that I don't want to do. Because like I said, I'm trying to eliminate screws. The necessity for screws from my entire facility. So that leaves me the adhered iron plates, which requires rubber and actually has a slower production. Yeah. I mean, I understand. I mean, I know the way I think is weird. You know, I like having, like, sticking to, like, that final goal of, like, this is, there, the way my brain works is one of the reasons, like, I've fallen off of games because of, like, one mechanic. Like, I have not played Cyberpunk. I have not played Cyberpunk yet, like, to any significant degree, because of how the RPG mechanics work. And the fact that it's like that every level you gain health, which in this world doesn't make sense. It's just like my brain will not let me get over that hang up. Fortunately, there's a mod that changes that, so I might actually get that and actually play Cyberpunk. But yeah, I know it's weird. And it's like there is a certain point where it's like I just kind of have to deal with the weird numbers. Yeah. But the one, I do like the fact that now with like these summer sleeps, because before the way I had to do this is I had to make multiple modules to make up to this quantity. But now with this, I can do it in one assembler instead of having to make two separate ones for it, which is nice. But yeah, okay, so for this one, for the wires, I needed 8.33 Caterium ingots for the 66.667 wires. And this one I need... Where am I putting? There it goes. 11.111 iron and steel ingots for the iron plates I need. For a holiday event? Rage quit WoW for 2 years over the RNG within RNG during a holiday event. Not even like... just like regular play. Oh, I didn't think about that actually. That actually makes sense too. That is facing the wrong direction. We'll try to put the bendiest part at the end of how you draw it. Okay, that's good to know. Again, just like random little nuances about the game that are interesting. Okay, yeah, I can see that now. So, yeah, it starts off straight and then bends it that way. If I go... Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Cool, thanks. That makes sense. Except I gotta reset this now. Just did a thing. Oh, yeah, that was for the wire. I needed... How many wire? 66.66. Okay. So I got that. This needs 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Okay. Actually, you know what? Kind of weird how it did that one. Yeah, I know sometimes there's like kind of random nuance about it, but that one didn't work. I like it. Okay. Let's wire this one up. I think once I get done with this module, I'll probably call it a night. I've been going for over 2 hours already. I'll probably keep on making modules and start working on my factory and stuff like that. I'll off stream. I might try to tame a lizard doggo. Now I know how to do it. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Okay. Let's remove this ladder. I really want to change those floors. I don't really like the design of those floors. Except the only other floors I have are concrete right now. Anyway. Oh. Let's... that. And then... And I missed. If I really wanted to get fancy, I would start using like hyper tubes and stuff like that for random stuff like this, but I don't really care, honestly. I'll... Why do I feel like that's going to be poking through the wall? Okay, Alright, so how do I want to get these up there? So obviously I can't put them in the middle. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to redo all of these. I'm going to have to shift these over to the center so I can go around at the outside. So I can take them upstairs. Random little details. Okay. Need to go that way. I really like the nudge feature on these now. Just being able to nudge them like that. Yeah. I mean, I know that there's the, you can, the Mark 2 and 3 blueprint designers. I don't quite like that. Again, I know it's like just so random. I know it's a me thing. I don't like it when conveyor belts clip. Okay, I know I got to do all these again. Oh, so wire was... this was 33. Yeah, I wouldn't quite go that far, but yeah, same mentality. Yeah. There's a couple things where it's like architecture is important to me. Like eventually, I don't have the tickets for it quite yet, but eventually, like I don't want this flooring up here. I want, excuse me. I want, just like the half foundation there. Like a half foundation here. So that way, you know, I have that, but so it's all uniform. But I know it's just random stuff. Okay. I'll wire these up. And then let's go. That's logistics. Over there. And over here. I'm starting to... And I've run out of steel. No, I don't have any left in here. Do I have some over here? Worst case scenario, I can go to my steel product. Ah, good. I have some right here. I have my steel production across the river. I could grab it from there, but, you know, whatever. I'd rather just grab it here. Okay, so by that logic... Okay, so that still works right there. That's nice. That makes it so much easier. Look how nice that is. Look how nice that looks. That's lovely. I like that. Nothing's clipping. Straight lines. That itches my brain right. Okay. That's making 20 per minute. Okay. So this... Oh, I need to wire this up. Okay. So this one should be all set other than the cosmetic stuff. Like I want to change this flooring. And I don't think I have tickets enough for it. But I can work with that. Okay, so this is the wire. Okay, so I need to mark down what I need. Okay, so I need my signs. Yay, it went the right way. Okay, so I needed... This one needs iron ingots and steel ingots. Caps lock. Okay. Now this is where the signage kind of sucks. Because I need to put it above this. Or... I'll put it here. I don't necessarily want to put the signs above the conveyor belt lines. Because then, well, for these ones it doesn't really matter. It's a little bit more of an issue for ones that I have to put up onto a second level. Like if I need to put something up there, putting it above the conveyor belt window is a little bit more difficult because then putting the belt lift blocks the sign. But the thing is, these are on the ground level, so it actually shouldn't really matter. But I'll just put it right here. And just make note that if it's on the bottom, then it's the second one over. Doesn't really matter. That was 11.1111. Steel ingot per minute. And this is Caterium ingots. That was 8.33. Per minute. Why? Why can I not make you smaller? Is there a way of making this stuff smaller? This makes me slightly upset. I just have to go with a bigger sign. So that might have to be... Oh, that's a tiny sign. I mean, realistically, I don't... You're just imparting all kinds of wisdom on me right now. Dude! Where were you the other, like, 298 hours that I've been playing this game? Okay. So I think this one should be all set. Must suffer before enlightenment has meaning. Yeah. Alright, so I think I got everything for this. It's all belted. It's all... Oh, that's the... Yeah, I think all I gotta do is save it now. And again, the fact that the summer sloops make it open up so much more possibilities. The fact that I can make all of this with just 3 machines rather than having to like double it up and everything to get the amount I want. That's wonderful. I know it's going to take a crap ton of power to do so. Another trick is to use another sign to align it. Yep, those usually move half units naturally. Yeah. So I'll save. I'm going to come back to this one. Oh, because I need to change some of these. I need to change the foundations and stuff, but I think that is good for now. Okay, so the input was iron ingots. I mean, realistically, I shouldn't... Honestly, I don't really need to put per minute on everything. That's another way I could save a little bit of space, because you can just assume that everything is per minute. So I might go back and just change all of those back just for the sake of conciseness. And 8.333 deuterium ingot. Yeah. I don't know, like I said, I prefer doing the blueprints because I like to think my way through, like the whole process that I'm going through right now. Oh, it helps me kind of process all of this out, and it helps me to figure out how much I need, like how much I need for distribution. Oh, and the thing is, another thing that I need to get used to, like one of the things I struggle with is the idea that I'm a perfectionist. So I try to make everything right the first time through, which I know is not this game. You know, you can tear things down, rebuild them however much you want. It doesn't really affect a whole lot. I know that that's just part of this game, but my brain will not let me. I need to figure out how to do things from the start, and it's just, yeah, it's just how my brain works. But yeah, again, like also, it's this, I do it this way also, so if I need to change something sometime down the road, oh, I can, because everything has the same footprint. I can just delete the modules themselves. Like, let's say I want to rearrange the order. I can just delete the modules, put the same modules in a different order, that kind of thing. So, and like I said, it just kind of helps me process the whole process. Okay, so we got all that. Save that. Clear it. Pick all the stuff back up. Alright. So I've gotten a couple modules done now. We've gotten iron rod, iron plate, wire, cable, concrete, and reinforced iron plate. I mean, I can go quick wire, copper sheets, rotors, modular frames. I can go all the way up to... Oh, geez. I think I can go all the way up to computers. Like, I'm like a third of the way through the recipes I can make right now. Oh, jeez. Oh, although I still have to figure out how I'm going to do all the liquid stuff, like the plastic and rubber and stuff like that. That's going to be interesting. Oh, so yeah, I'll keep working on these modules and such. As I go, try to get some more tickets so I can get some more customization options. But let's save this. This has been a lot of progress I don't want to go through again. Oh, but with that, yeah, like I said, it's almost been 2.5 hours already. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call this a night. Thank you very much for stopping by, for the advice you've been giving me throughout this. I'm definitely gonna search out a lizard doggo now. Now that I know that they actually have a function. Oh, so that's actually really cool that they just come back with stuff. Oh, but yeah, I'm gonna call it a night there. It's getting late and I need to get some sleep. I have work in the morning. But yeah, I should be coming back sometime tomorrow. And not sure what I'm going to be doing tomorrow though. Might keep going on with this. Might switch to. I still have some delves to do in World of Warcraft. Might do that before reset. And yeah, we'll see. Anyways, have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Is my music working? Is it working? Yeah, it's working. Okay, bye.